Am I leading with courage or am I leading out of compliance? Variations of this question come up more than you think, and it can be a challenging one to answer honestly, because it's easy to mistake compliance for leadership. Compliance feels safe, it's doing what's expected, it's maintaining the status quo, and it's avoiding friction. But leadership? Here's the thing, true leadership is dangerous. But most aren't willing to go there because of their own discomfort. Compliance is the safe choice, and sometimes compliance is important when we're dealing with the safety inside of our business, like keeping the humans safe. It's also doing what's expected. It can mean meeting the minimum requirements and avoiding risks. Compliance keeps people comfortable and it lets them avoid tough decisions. What it doesn't do is drive change, especially important change. Leading with courage, however, means stepping into the unknown, taking those bold risks, and sometimes going against what's comfortable so that you can do what's necessary. Consider this when I say that it's easy to lead the things you already know. True leadership is inherently risky. And I'm not talking about leadership just you have a title that's a leadership, but embodying true leadership is inherently risky. Real leaders step into uncertain situations, knowing that their decisions may be unpopular, misunderstood, or their decisions may even fail. But true leadership isn't about keeping things safe. It's about pushing towards that future, even when that path is full of friction. I want you to think of a situation where you had to choose between what was safe and what was impactful. And it may not have been the same thing. What choice did you make? Now, think of a time where you were tempted to take that easier path. What made you hesitate to take the more bold path? A big trap leaders fall into is confusing the avoidance of failure with success. But avoiding failure is far from success. It's stagnation. You see, avoiding failure may feel like success, but it's just a mirage. Leaders who avoid failure end up playing small and ultimately their impact suffers. Growth and progress only happen through learning, and learning almost always involves failure. I think it was Daniel Kahneman that said, "I love finding out when I'm wrong because it's the only time I can actually prove I'm learning something." Leaders who prioritize the avoidance of failure often find themselves maintaining the status quo rather than pushing the boundaries of what's possible. What would happen to your leadership if you stopped trying to avoid failure? What decisions have you been putting off because you're afraid what might go wrong? Look, the world is more complex and more unpredictable than ever. You simply cannot maintain what's already in place because other people are moving forward and you stay in the same place. So you're going to fall way behind because others are making progress, they're learning, they're taking risks. Leaders need to break out of compliance-driven mindsets and approach each situation with a bold willingness to challenge systems and disrupt the things that are broken. Disrupt the things that aren't broken but are systems of compliance, of safety. Adaptability, resilience, courage in a fast-changing world are things that leaders must embody because it's not enough just to keep the wheels turning. So what decisions have you been putting off because you're afraid of what might go wrong? What is it that makes the fear stronger than your desire to create impact? A mentor of mine once told me, fear is the only thing that gets smaller the closer you get to it. The only thing in the world. So your job is to start to take small steps towards that fear. See it get smaller, and as that fear gets smaller, the power of your commitment will get larger.